104 reasons to believe in the geocentric model, 31 through 40. 41. When I Google flat earth proofs, this is the first thing that pops up. We know the earth is not flat. The earth is spherical. They give us the exact opposite of what had been asked for. What are they afraid of? Why the misdirection? Google tries to make flat earth look like it's a flying pancake in space. Meanwhile, they themselves describe the earth as being oblique or oval, but others say it's shaped like a pear. Still others say that it bulges at the equator, and then they show us pictures of many perfectly spherical ball earths, and no two pictures look the same. Entire countries seem to grow and shrink in the course of a year. When you make the change from a ball earth to a flat earth, then you have to change your perception of infinite time and spaces as well. Infinite outer space is fake. Man's reality is what's here and now. Neil deGrasse Tyson describes the earth as being pear-shaped, while Bill Nye says that it's oblate. Did they forget about the 50 years of NASA's faked, perfectly round ball earth photos? 42. The governments removed all of the merry-go-rounds from all of the playgrounds. They were just too dangerous for kids to play on, that's the excuse. But the thing is, centripetal force is an inescapable reality, and if you are on a spinning merry-go-round and you let go of it, then you're going to fly off of it. It doesn't matter at all about deceleration or acceleration. So a child's merry-go-round proves that the earth is at rest and cannot be spinning, and knowing that kids can pick up on this, the merry-go-rounds had to be forever banned, but not the dangerous monkey bars that kids were cracking their skulls on. Merry-go-rounds were not removed for the sake of children, but for the sake of the government's precious lies and the powers that ought not be. 43. Millions of people are starving to death, and our spiritual leaders adorn themselves in gold. There's more homeless refugees now than there was the day World War II ended. Where is all that advanced technology and science when it comes to actually helping people? An average 37,000 kids a day die from starvation every day, and they do their best to keep everyone else living in fear. Just watch the news. The Illuminati, Freemasons, Jesuits, Trilateral Commission, Bilderberg meetings, Bohemian Grove, Committee of 300 and Council of 13, just to name a few, are the ones who run our puppet governments, and they all have one thing in common. They're committed to Satan. There are no governments, just actors performing for the sadistic 1% elitist. They make their tongues as sharp as a serpent's. The poison of vipers is in their lips. 44. Here is a very simple experiment. Cast a shadow of a ball, the earth, onto another ball, the moon. You will not get the crescents that we see during a lunar eclipse. The earth is not a globe, and nor is the moon. If the moon is a ball or sphere, then when you shine a light on it, it would create what's called a hot spot, but it doesn't. A hot spot, by the way, is a small area or region on a ball with a relatively brightness in comparison to its surroundings. It is characteristic of all balls or sphere when a light is shone upon it. Crescents are caused by the moon phasing or dipping in and out of the waters. Nature forbids a void. Space is fake. Space is water held back by the rakia, aka firmament. Take a plate dish and submerge 3/4 of it into water at a slight angle. The remaining quarter would be the first quarter moon. 45. If the earth was a ball, then airplanes would have to be constantly dipping their nose down, or it would gain about 80,000 feet every half hour and would soon be in outer space. And just how could a periscope work on a ball earth? 46. The reflections of lights, especially the sun and moon, on water, especially lakes, ponds and oceans, will always create beams of light stretching from the distant horizon all the way up to the observer, but only because the earth and all standing water is flat. If the water wasn't flat, then the light would only create a smear or a spot. 47. Black holes were first introduced as a science fiction novel back in the 60s. Then it became a Walt Disney movie in 1979, and now we have actual photographic evidence of someone's imagination. Do they take us for fools? Images from the dwarf planet Pluto actually has Pluto's face on it? Yes, they do take us for fools. 48. If the angular velocity is 0 at the poles but Earth's rotational speed is 1,039 miles per hour at the equator, and if the air was spinning with the Earth's rotation, 1,039 miles per hour in one direction only, then why can't I feel the difference when I walk against it? For that matter, as the air is not spinning in sync with the Earth's rotation, then we should be feeling that difference in the form of a constant one-way prevailing wind. But we don't. The only way that this scenario works out logically is if the Earth is at rest. 49. The Danyang-Kunshan Grand Bridge in China is the world's longest bridge, opened in June 2011, spans 102.4 miles, 165 km. Land surveyors and engineers confirmed that no curvature of the Earth was accounted for during construction. 50. Smoke on a moving object, like a train, leaves a trail of smoke behind it. But smoke from a stationary, like a volcano, allows smoke to rise straight up. A train going 30 miles per hour leaves smoke behind it, while a globe spinning at 1,000 miles per hour allows smoke to rise perfectly upwards.